Hey everyone, just an update on this 73 BMW R75/5. Yeah, Porsche is doing good, running great, no issues. I'll do a video on this at some point. Um, Try and run it at least once or twice a week, but yeah, no issues to report. So the last video on the BMW, I replaced the inner rotor for the alternator. I left the stator, put on the new diode board and new voltage regulator, new starter relay. And yeah, it's been running good. So I got the top end in. Let's see, today is Monday, so a week ago. So yeah, 180 miles. So once I've got the electrical in order, I started looking at the carburation. And this one had, when I bought it, the 32 millimeter Mikunis VMs, which I like those because here's my Mikunis Jets. These are all the bikes I've had in the past with Mikunis Carbs, and a lot of them have had VM. So, yeah, those are all my Jets. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the size of that are needed to modify this. So anyway, what I found was this was probably jetted around air leaks, although because these were just pressed in, there was really nothing keeping air from out of those joints. But I heard some of the internet posts or read that the Rocky Point jetting was kind of rich on these. So first thing I did was I couldn't get a good idle. It had to be a high idle. And anyway, what I wound up doing was it was too rich at idle. And the pilot jets in here, one of them is frozen. So I learned if the pilot jet is frozen, it's a futile effort to get a pilot jet out. So I kind of have these out probably a little bit too much. This is the idle fuel mixture, which just controls air. It's an air screw. And I'll just keep an eye on those to see if they move. But I think we're at 2 turns. Maybe it'll like 2.5. So 2 turns out for now. The plugs after that were the caramel colored. So yeah, that may work. And then I noticed so the idle circuit basically is well, it's idle. It's where it's idling. You set your actual idle speed with this screw here. And on this, these aren't mirror images, so unfortunately the idle screw here is on the inside. And then also on this one, the air screw is on the inside, which got a nice burn there from doing it while it was hot. So I got the idle good, which controls basically your fuel mixture with the throttle all the way down, maybe a little bit, maybe a millimeter or two. And then after that, the slide comes up, the needle comes out of the main jet. And then after I got the idle set, the pilot and air screw set, and the idle set, I noticed, I wasn't getting like a good kick when I was in this middle part. And I determined it was too rich. So what I did was pulled the slide out, which you just unscrew this, pull that out, and then I lowered the needle by raising the E-clip one position, and then it was much more snappy. So, when I give it gas now, it wants to lift. Obviously, it won't lift the front wheel off the ground. I don't think it has that kind of power, but you'll see more of a weight transfer back, and it'll run clean up until wide open throttle. Then I get flat when it goes through the needle, and then you go wide open. When it gets to maybe 4,800 to 5,000 RPM, I get a bit of a flat spot. So I did pull off the float bowl, and these were clean, but I should have logged my main jet. Maybe I did and I forgot. But I'm running 200 mains on these Mikunis 32s. And my first instinct was to make it richer for the main, but I think I'm going to go down to 195s. I'm running actually Rec 90, no ethanol gas. So I don't know if you guys know, if you're jetting, E10 is 8% less efficient and has to be jetted richer. But I'm going to try and stick to the Rec 90. I'm not getting detonation that I can tell. So I'm going to jet it for pure gas. And I'll probably go against my instinct and put a 195 in there. So all of my jets here are for Japanese 4-cylinders and stuff. So I'm like in the 90 to 135 range. This had 200s. So I got 190, 195, and 205s. So I can go one rich if I need to, and then two leaner. They're easy to do. And I'll probably split the difference because I did read a post where for pure gas, they run good at 190 or 195. And on E10, which is what you get at the pump here in the US, a 200. So I will split the difference. I'll go with the 195 and then see if I get a better pull at wide open throttle. So those jets will be here during the week. Other than that, been running great. Got the brakes adjusted pretty good. The rear here is bedding in, the rear drum or the shoe. So yeah, I have to kind of tighten it every few rides to just get the more contact there and raise the pedal. So that's kind of what I've been doing in the back. Yeah, all my lighting has held up. I think I'm a lot more visible. Yeah, I put the LED lighting in. And yeah, so there's my LED front light. There's my tail light, which I don't know if I could reach and show you the brightness of it. Well, that's that. I kept the incandescents here for now, but I'll do LED at some point. I didn't write it at night yet, so I don't know what the pattern is. And then I got the parking light in, so it's pretty cool. Let's see, which one's the parking light? There it is. There's the parking light. So yeah, I did put the plastic covered key back in. This isn't the best one. The regular metal one works better than this, but I'm going to try that out. I have the metal one under the seat just for now, in case that one doesn't work. But this one tends to turn. But I did, let's see here. Yeah, this one's a little, okay, seems like it's working. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on. Yeah, so everything is working. And I'm enjoying the ride. So, yeah, I'll do another video once I get the mains worked out, and we'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one. Bye.